Hi everybody, I've woke up this morning with a sore throat and slight headache, throat pain, and my eyes have been watering. It all seems to be on this right side, which has been traditionally my weak side of my body. I always get problems on the right hand side of my body. I don't understand why. It's definitely a concern that it might be coronavirus, but I've taken my temperature and it's all fine, and I don't have the hacking cough, which is they're the two main symptoms of coronavirus. I've decided I'm going to self-isolate today, stay in my bedroom and try out some of my alternative therapies that I've got here and see if I can knock this sore throat into touch and hopefully it doesn't develop into coronavirus. So I do think I'm dealing with a cold or an infection, but it still does mean that my immune system is fighting something. Just to make it clear to you all, I am not an expert. This is what I'm doing for myself to get my own health back on track. Please, please, please continue to follow the advice of your own governments, the World Health Organization, and your usual care provider, not me. Okay, what are the 5 therapies that I'm going to be doing today? At number 5, we have the ozone generator. Now I've got a couple of these. One's fitted on the wall downstairs and it makes ozonated water. And this one is a portable one which you can use in enclosed spaces to freshen up, disinfect and remove odours. Ozone generators disinfect by one of the 3 oxygen atoms attaching itself to a pathogen and then basically oxidising it and killing it. The 2 remaining oxygen atoms stay in the air to become oxygen. I'm going to set this running for about 10 minutes, probably go in the bath, and then when I get back I will open all the windows, let all the old air out, and hopefully we should have a clean room for me to mope about in. Number 4 is colloidal silver in a diffuser. I've never done this before, but I've got a diffuser and I've got colloidal silver, so I'm going to give it a try. Colloidal silver was the go-to potion before penicillin came on the scene. Colloidal silver is made up of microscopic shards of silver which pretty much slice through and murder pathogens. Drank it before in water to help with infections, bacterial infections, that kind of thing in the bloodstream and the lymphatic system. So I'm going to put it into my diffuser to make it airborne, which will allow me then to inhale it. It'll get into my lungs, and if there are any pathogens in my lungs, then the plan is for them to be killed and murdered by the colloidal silver. I'm going to keep mine running for about 10 minutes today and then use it every day after that. Okay, next up is number 3 and number 2, and I'm going to talk about those 2 together because they were invented by the same person, Mr. Bob Beck. They are called the magnetic pulsar and the blood electrification unit. Bob designed machines that used magnetic therapy, very similar to the ones when you see the bracelets, the magnetic bracelets. What he did was make machines that put a magnetic charge through the cells, which ultimately caused the cells to implode and die. The cells and pathogens are taken out of the body in the normal way, sparing the immune system the job of killing the pathogens. The magnetic pulsar works on organs and glands, and the blood electrification unit works on the blood, obviously. All the waste from the blood goes into the lymphatic system, so benefits that as well. To use the magnetic pulsar, plug it in, power it up, and then place it on different areas of your body. I'm going to stick it straight onto where my neck's hurting and also on my liver, my kidneys for the 20 minutes. A word of caution though with the magnetic pulsar, it will destroy anything that has any magnetic parts to it. It will destroy your phone, it will destroy your magnetic credit cards that have the strip at the back. So when using it, you have to use it without your mobile phone in your hand, or else seriously, you can ruin it. The magnetic pulsar can be used numerous times, but it does get hot, so I only use mine for about 20 minutes. The electrification unit, I've heard of people wearing these to bed, providing that you can keep the contacts wet or damp. You can use it for as long as you want. I've used it with my mobile phone on, so I don't see a problem with that. To use the electrification unit, ideally dampen the contacts with some salty water. You can use just plain water if you haven't got salty water at hand. And then you place it on one wrist. I usually do one wrist on the first day and the opposite wrist on the second day. You have to position them so they're sitting on the two major veins in your wrist. You should be able to feel the current charging as it's pulsing, as it's placing a charge into your bloodstream. So if you don't feel that, then you need to just keep repositioning the contacts until you get it right. And last on my list is my trusty steamer with tea tree essential oils. Tea tree is a natural antiseptic, and the steam helps to carry all of that nice antiseptic deep into my lungs to help to fight the infection. More than anything though, it's really nice and soothing. Make sure you don't overdo the tea tree oil. All that's needed is just one drop, otherwise you'll blow your head off. I find opening my mouth as wide as I can to allow the steam to just float right to the back of my throat is the best way to get the steam into your body. Be careful not to inhale too quickly because the steam can be hot and that can burn the back of your throat as well, and with a sore throat that isn't wise. At the moment I'm steaming as and when. I've only done one steam so far because I've been doing this video, but I definitely am going to be doing another steam later on because my throat is still really sore. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video and found my alternative therapies quite interesting. Hope it's encouraged you to find out more about alternative therapies. Please get in touch if you've got any questions and let me know how your coronavirus journey is going at the minute. As always, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.